What's good, YouTube? How y'all doing today? It's your boy, the one and only King Trent TV, and I'm back for another video. I'm back to talk about the playoffs, man. It's finally here. Wild card weekend is finally here. NFL playoffs is finally here. And this week is wild card weekend. Road to Super Bowl 59. That's crazy that I'm saying it. I said Super Bowl 59. So the Super Bowl been here for fucking 59 years. That's insane. That's insane. But there's more to the story of this. May the best team win it all. May the best team win it all. So why I'm on here, why I'm talking about today, today is gonna be my playoff, my 2024/25 playoff prediction video. Starting off, wild card weekend. Of course, wild card weekend is crazy. It's gonna start off crazy. We got the Ravens versus Steelers. You got the Broncos versus Bills. You also got the Houston Texans versus the Chargers. That's the AFC side. NFC, Commanders versus Buccaneers. Eagles versus Green Bay Packers. Right? Rams versus Vikings. Right? So, wild card weekend. We're going to predict who's going to go farthest. Who is going to go to the Super Bowl? Who is going to be that team? Who's going to be the champion of the world? Last team standing. Who is going to be? Well then, let's start off with the wild card weekend. Let's start off with game one. That's being Houston Texans versus the Chargers. The Houston Texans, ladies and gentlemen, is a team that has been struggling. But other than do less, they are the number 4 seed in the AFC. And they do got a home playoff game. And they got CJ Stroud and them boys, Nico Collins, Joe Mixon. They lost Tank Dell, which that's going to hurt them, even though they got Deontay Johnson. That's cool and all right. But there's a but. There's a big but. The Chargers. The Chargers got Jim Harbaugh. Chargers got Justin Herbert, Quentin Johnson, Lanny McConkey. Right? Huh? J.K. Dobbins. Gus Edwards. Khalil Mack. Joey Bosa. Darren James. They got those type of stars. Right? Those type of stars. But maybe one team has to win this game. And maybe one team has to go home. Who I got going home? Who I got winning this game, moving on? Who I got going home? Out of these two teams, Texans at home. But the home team always never win. The home team doesn't mean the home team always win. I have the Chargers. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to be honest with you. I have the Chargers beating the Houston Texans. I had the Chargers for one reason why I think CJ Stroud has been struggling. That's a key part into it. Also, the Chargers got a running game. They got a running game. Like they got J.K. Dobbins, they got Gus Edwards. Like those guys can run the football. You know what I'm saying? Greg Roman can play a huge part in that. And I just think the Chargers will actually take this one. I just be honest with you. And that's how it is. I think Chargers take this one. Now, the second game, Saturday, Ravens versus Houston Texans. Ravens versus Pittsburgh Steelers. My fault. Pittsburgh Steelers. Who do I got winning this game? But let's break it down to you. The Steelers. Let's start off with the road team, the team that's coming to Baltimore. The Steelers are a team who's been winning. They actually had a winning record. You know what I'm saying? They was looking fine. They was looking cool. They looked like they was going to win the division. But then they had Justin Fields, right? They had Justin Fields to start off the season. Justin Fields riding hot. He had that team in a running record, right? But Mike Tomlin might have made the biggest mistake of his fucking life when he pulled Justin Fields out that starting lineup and when he put in Russell Wilson as the starting quarterback. Ever since they had Russell Wilson in, it was cool. The first couple of games, it was looking decent. It was looking cool. Then, these last couple of weeks, a 4-game losing streak. A 4-game losing streak. The Steelers has fallen. They has fallen off the cliff. Yeah, this is gonna be real tough. It's still an AFC North matchup. Don't get me wrong. Records don't mean shit when it comes to this matchup. It's history, man. Records don't mean shit when it comes to this. But if I had to pick one team, who would it be? I ain't gonna lie. I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this game. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ravens win this game. I think the Ravens gonna play good defense. They're not gonna allow George Pickens to go off. I think the Ravens find a way and come out with this W. I think the Ravens do it. You know what I'm saying? I think the Ravens get it done. So I think I had the Ravens moving on to the second round. NFC. Let's get to the NFC side. Oh, AFC. We still on AFC. Denver Broncos versus Bills. My fault. Denver Broncos versus Bills. Honestly, this is going to be a good game. This is going to be a good game. But to be truth and all, it is in Buffalo. It's tough to play in Buffalo. We don't know what type of game, how, and not even that. The Broncos got a rookie quarterback going to a hostile playoff environment for the first time. Never in the years of my life I had seen a rookie quarterback going on the road and actually come out with a win. So if I had to pick a team who's going to do it, I gotta go with Buffalo, but in a close one. I think Buffalo pulls it out. I gotta go with the Bills, man. I think the Bills actually will play. The Bills at home, they're gonna play good. They're not gonna lose in the first round. They're not gonna lose in the first round. So the Bills will move on. All right, let's go to the NFC. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers, a good team. They cool. They're also a good team. They've been good. They've been playing. They've been balling. They lost to the Bears Sunday. They're cool. Honestly, and they got to play against a juggernaut in Philadelphia. That's tough. That's tough for Green Bay. I ain't gonna lie. I think I got the Philadelphia Eagles. I think the Philadelphia Eagles is gonna get the job done and beat the Green Bay Packers this week. So I got Philly. Any other game? Sunday Night Football. Commanders versus Buccaneers. This is gonna be a real good game. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna be a real good game. But if I had to pick a team who's gonna win, it's in Tampa Bay. But also, I believe that the Commanders will upset the Buccaneers on Sunday Night Football. I think the Commanders is on a heater right now. I think the Commanders pull this one out. I think the Commanders walk into Tampa Bay and beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in this one. And last and not least, the Monday night game, Vikings versus Rams. Two good teams. Rams versus Vikings. Yeah, it's going to be tough. Rams beat the Vikings this season at SoFi. They're one of the only teams that beat the Vikings, even though Detroit beat them twice. But we ain't going to talk about that till later. I think that the Rams will beat the Minnesota Vikings. I think the Rams will actually pull this one off. I think Matthew Stafford is a good quarterback. I think he's not going to lose this game. He's not going to lose at home, at least. So I think the Rams will go. So now, divisional round. We in a divisional round, right? Divisional round playoff prediction. Divisional. We in a divisional. Chiefs, Chargers, Bills, Ravens, Who do I got? I got the Chiefs edging out the Chargers. I just think the Chargers are a good team, but I don't think it's just Patrick Mahomes, man. Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs is different. I think the Chargers will lose in a close one to the Chiefs, and I think the Chiefs will move on to the AFC Championship game. Now, Ravens versus Bills. Oh man, this is a good game. I think this is gonna be a good one. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably tough too. I think that the Bills will play us tough, but unfortunately, I do think Josh Allen and the Bills ultimately fall to the Baltimore Ravens in a line strat. I think Lamar has a good game. I think Derrick Henry runs all over their defense, and I just think it's enough to edge out the Bills. I think the Bills will be going home in a divisional round once again, and I think the Baltimore Ravens will be going to the AFC Championship game to take on the Chiefs. Now, NFC, you got, let's see, NFC, I said the Eagles. So if the Eagles beat the Packers, and I said Rams. So I think right here, this is how it's going to go. The Rams is the 4th seed, right? I think Rams and Eagles will play each other, and I believe, yeah, Rams and Eagles. I think the Eagles and the Rams. Hold on. I think the Eagles and the Rams play each other. I think the Eagles beat the Rams. You know what I'm saying? I just don't think the Rams can handle the Eagles. I think that happens. Detroit versus Commanders. The Commanders, I'm sorry. I think the Commanders.
Lord.
Open the door. I think the Commanders, open the fucking door, because I'm trying to make a YouTube video. This is some bullshit. I think Detroit wins. I think Detroit wins. So, honestly, Chiefs and Ravens in the AFC Championship game, that's going to be tough. I think it's going to be one of those type of games where the Chiefs, I think the Chiefs will I think this is going to be a classic. I think this is going to be one of them type of classic games that we're going to have. I think ultimately, I think the Ravens beat the Chiefs, but I think it takes a Justin Tucker game-winning field goal to get a job done. I think Justin Tucker will beat the Chiefs with his leg to send the Ravens to the Super Bowl, ultimately. Now, NFC Championship, Detroit Lions versus Eagles. This is a good game. Man, this is going to be tough. I ain't gonna lie, that's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough game. But ultimately, if I had to pick a team who's going to win, it's in Detroit, right? But I think the Detroit Lions defense can't hold up with Saquon Barkley and the Eagles. I think the Eagles will find a way to win that game. And I think the Detroit Lions will be going home. And ultimately, Super Bowl 59 will have the Baltimore Ravens and Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Baltimore Ravens and Philadelphia played the first time in the regular season, right? First time they met up, the Ravens lost. But it was in a close one. It was actually a close game. The Ravens just lost. Came down to field goals. Justin Tucker missed both of those field goals, cost the Ravens the game. Cool. But ultimately, not to be homer, I do think the Ravens beat the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, and I think the Ravens will host the Lombardi this year, and I believe Justin Tucker will win the Super Bowl in redemption, send the Ravens to a Super Bowl championship with his leg. Once again, I think those games going to be close. I think it's going to rely on Justin Tucker's leg. So That's all I got, man. Leave a like below. This is my playoff prediction. I catch y'all later, man. Also, subscribe to your boy. And I catch y'all later. Peace out, my friends.